In a quiet rural town, where the air smells of fresh grass and the mornings are greeted by birdsong, a 71-year-old man named Hung lived a life many would envy. He was the picture of health, at least that's what everyone thought. Each day, he rose with the sun, tended to his garden, and walked the paths of his small farm with a spring in his step. Hung ate well, exercised regularly, and carried a warm smile that endeared him to his neighbors. To his family, he was a rock, a man who seemed to have mastered the art of aging gracefully. But one fateful morning, everything changed. As Hung knelt in his garden, pulling weeds under the soft glow of dawn, he suddenly felt a wave of dizziness. His vision blurred, his knees buckled, and he collapsed onto the soil he'd nurtured for decades. By the time his wife found him, it was too late. Hung was gone, leaving his family and community in shock. There were no warning signs, no chronic illnesses, no clues to explain why a man so vibrant could be taken so suddenly. As his loved ones grieved, they couldn't help but ask, what went wrong? Hung's story is a stark reminder that even the healthiest among us can harbor small, overlooked habits that silently chip away at our well-being. For seniors, the morning routine, a sacred ritual that sets the tone for the day, can be a double-edged sword. The choices we make in those early hours can either nurture our bodies or put us at risk, sometimes with devastating consequences. In this story, we'll uncover 3 morning habits that Hung, like many seniors, didn't realize were dangerous. More than that, we'll explore how avoiding these mistakes can help you live longer, healthier, and leave a legacy of wellness, integrity, and wisdom for your family. This isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving for yourself and those you love. The hidden dangers of morning routines. Mornings hold a special place in the lives of older adults. They're a fresh start, a chance to honor the years of hard work, love, and lessons that have shaped us. But as we age, our bodies become more delicate, like finely tuned instruments that require careful handling. A single misstep in the morning, whether it's skipping a meal or moving too quickly, can trigger a cascade of problems, from dizziness to life-threatening emergencies. Hung's collapse wasn't the result of one catastrophic event, but a series of small, seemingly harmless habits he'd practiced for years. His story forces us to question, are we making the same mistakes? The truth is, many seniors unknowingly set themselves up for health crises through their morning routines. Our bodies change with age. Our cardiovascular systems grow more sensitive, our muscles lose resilience, and our blood vessels become less elastic. What felt effortless at 50 can be risky at 70. Yet, we often cling to old habits, believing they're still safe because we feel fine. Hung thought he was doing everything right, exercising daily, eating well, staying active. But he didn't realize that his morning routine was quietly undermining his health. In the pages that follow, we'll delve into 3 specific habits that Hung, and perhaps you, might be practicing without a second thought. These are habits that seem innocent, but can lead to serious consequences, especially for those over 65. By understanding and avoiding them, you can protect your heart, brain, and independence. But this story isn't just about avoiding harm. It's about embracing small changes that lead to a vibrant, fulfilling life. It's about ensuring you're there for your grandchildren's graduations, your family's laughter, and the quiet moments that make life worth living. Habit 1. Strenuous activities on an empty stomach. Hung loved starting his mornings in the garden. As soon as he woke, he'd slip on his work boots, grab his tools, and head outside to dig, weed, or plant. To him, this was exercise, a way to stay strong and connected to the land he cherished. He rarely ate breakfast beforehand, thinking it was unnecessary since he felt fine. But this habit, engaging in strenuous activities on an empty stomach, was one of the silent dangers that likely contributed to his collapse. When you sleep, your body enters a state of rest and repair. Your metabolism slows, your heart rate drops, and your systems conserve energy to heal and recharge. It's as if your body is a car parked overnight, its engine cool and quiet. When you wake, it needs a gentle start to transition from this restorative mode to an active one. Breakfast is the fuel that makes this possible. It provides glucose, the primary energy source for your muscles and brain, and helps stabilize your blood pressure and energy levels. Skipping breakfast and diving into demanding tasks, like gardening, heavy lifting, or a vigorous workout, is like flooring the gas pedal on an empty tank. Your body struggles to keep up, leading to exhaustion, dizziness, or worse. For seniors, the risks are magnified. In the morning, your body naturally releases adrenaline to activate your nervous and cardiovascular systems, which slightly elevates blood pressure. This is normal, but pairing it with intense physical activity on an empty stomach creates a dangerous combination. The strain can cause plaques in your blood vessels to rupture, increasing the risk of heart attacks or strokes, two of the leading causes of death for older adults. Research from the American Heart Association suggests that morning exercise without eating can increase cardiovascular strain by up to 20% in people over 65. Without glucose, your brain and muscles can't function properly, leading to lightheadedness or fainting. Falls are a major concern. 1 in 4 seniors falls each year, often resulting in fractures, head injuries, or long-term disability. Hung's collapse in the garden may have been triggered by this exact scenario. His body, starved of fuel, couldn't handle the physical demands he placed on it. The solution is simple but transformative. Start your day with a light, balanced breakfast. A small bowl of oatmeal with fresh berries and nuts provides sustained energy. A slice of whole grain toast with avocado and a boiled egg offers protein and healthy fats. If you're short on time, a smoothie with Greek yogurt, spinach, and a banana is quick and nutrient-packed. Pair your meal with a glass of water or herbal tea to hydrate and gently wake your digestive system. Once nourished, ease into your day with low-impact activities. Instead of heavy gardening right away, try 5 to 10 minutes of stretching to warm your muscles. A slow walk around your yard or a few Tai Chi poses can get your blood flowing without stressing your heart. These mindful practices not only protect your health, but also leave you feeling refreshed and energized. My aunt, who's 78, used to skip breakfast and dive into her chores, only to feel dizzy by noon. After switching to a light breakfast and a short walk, she says she feels stronger and more alert than she has in years. This small change is an act of self-respect, a way to tell yourself that your health matters. It's not just about avoiding harm. It's about cultivating vitality and ensuring you have the energy to enjoy your day. By nourishing your body first thing in the morning, you're setting the stage for a life filled with purpose and joy. Habit 2. Getting up too quickly. Another habit Hung practiced, like many of us, was leaping out of bed the moment he woke. Eager to start his day, he'd swing his legs over the side of the bed, stand up, and head straight to the bathroom or garden. It felt like a sign of vitality, a way to prove he was still spry. But this sudden movement was another hidden danger that likely played a role in his collapse. When you sleep, your body shifts into a deep restorative mode. Your heart rate slows, your blood pressure drops, and blood flow concentrates around your core to support recovery. Your limbs and extremities receive less circulation, and your muscles relax. When you wake, your circulatory system needs time to adjust to the demands of being upright and active. Standing up too quickly forces your body to redirect blood to your brain and muscles instantly, which it may not be ready to do. For seniors, this can trigger a condition called orthostatic hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure upon standing. Symptoms include dizziness, blurry vision, confusion, or fainting. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that up to 20% of adults over 65 experience orthostatic hypotension, and it's a leading cause of falls. A single fall can change everything. A hip fracture or head injury can lead to months of recovery, loss of mobility, or even permanent disability. My neighbor, Mr. Lee, learned this lesson the hard way. At 75, he prided himself on hopping out of bed each morning, thinking it kept him young. One day, he stood up too fast, felt a rush of dizziness, and fell in his bathroom. He was lucky, only a bruised arm, but the scare was enough to make him rethink his routine. That's the kind of wake-up call we want to avoid. Protecting yourself is easier than you might think. It starts with slowing down and giving your body time to adjust. When you wake, don't rush to sit up. Spend 1 to 2 minutes lying on your back, taking deep breaths to oxygenate your body. Gently wiggle your toes, flex your ankles, and bend your knees to encourage blood flow to your limbs. Then, sit up slowly, letting your feet dangle off the side of the bed for 30 to 60 seconds. Take in your surroundings, perhaps set an intention for the day, and let your blood pressure stabilize. When you feel steady, stand up gradually, holding onto a bedpost or chair for support if needed. This mindful routine is like warming up a car before driving. It ensures everything runs smoothly. It reduces the risk of dizziness, falls, and injuries, while setting a calm, grounded tone for your day. Beyond the physical benefits, it's a small act of kindness toward yourself, a reminder that your health and safety are worth those extra moments. Mornings are sacred, a fresh opportunity to embrace life. By rising slowly and with care, you're honoring your body and the years it's carried you through. Habit 3. Straining in the bathroom. The third habit Hung may have overlooked was one many of us rarely think about: straining during bowel movements, especially in the early morning. For Hung, the bathroom was part of his morning ritual, a routine task he approached without much thought. But straining too hard, particularly first thing in the day, can be a silent threat to your health. It's possible that Hung's habit of forcing his body in the bathroom added stress to his heart, contributing to the chain of events that led to his collapse. When you strain excessively, you increase pressure in your chest and abdomen, which restricts blood flow to your heart and brain. This can cause dizziness, fainting, or a sudden spike in blood pressure. For seniors with conditions like hypertension or heart disease, this pressure can be dangerous, raising the risk of strokes or heart attacks. A study in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that straining during bowel movements can increase blood pressure by up to 40 millimeters of mercury in older adults, enough to trigger a cardiovascular emergency. As we age, our blood vessels lose elasticity, making them more vulnerable to damage. Intense pressure from straining can create weak spots, increasing the risk of hemorrhagic strokes or gastrointestinal issues like ruptures. Prolonged straining or sitting on the toilet can also lead to hemorrhoids, which are painful and can affect your comfort and quality of life. Your body is a finely tuned instrument, and even small misuses can disrupt its harmony. Making your bathroom routine safer requires small, mindful changes. Start with your posture. While sitting on the toilet, place a small stool under your feet to mimic a natural squatting position. This reduces strain and helps bowel movements happen more easily. Outside the bathroom, your diet plays a crucial role. Eating fiber-rich foods like leafy greens, whole grains, berries, and broccoli promotes smooth digestion and prevents constipation, which often leads to straining. Drinking 6 to 8 glasses of water daily acts as a natural lubricant for your digestive system. Gentle physical activity, like walking or yoga, stimulates your gut and supports regularity. Another key is to limit your time in the bathroom. Avoid sitting on the toilet for more than 5 to 10 minutes, and skip distractions like phones or books to stay focused. These adjustments not only protect your heart and brain, but also make your mornings more comfortable and stress-free. My cousin's father-in-law, who's 80, used to struggle with constipation and strained every morning. After adding more fiber to his diet and using a footstool, he says his mornings are smoother and less stressful. These changes are simple but powerful. They transform a routine task into an act of self-care, ensuring you start your day with ease and confidence. By approaching your bathroom routine with mindfulness, you're safeguarding your health and setting the stage for a vibrant, energized life. Building a legacy of health and values. Hung's story is a sobering reminder that our health is not just personal. It's a gift we give to those we love. When you avoid these dangerous morning habits, you're not only protecting your heart, brain, and independence, but also ensuring you can be there for your family. You're preserving your ability to share laughter, wisdom, and love with your children, grandchildren, and community. But health is only part of the legacy you leave behind. As a senior, you have a unique opportunity to pass down values that shape future generations, creating a ripple effect that lasts long after you're gone. Health is the foundation of a thriving family. When you're strong and active, you can chase your grandkids around the yard, attend their school plays, and share stories of your life. Your vitality brings your family closer, fostering connection and joy. But when health falters, it becomes a shared burden. Caregiving can drain your family's time, money, and emotions. Medical bills pile up, stress strains relationships, and the warmth of togetherness fades. I think of my friend's mother, who's 82 and still walks her dog every day. Her energy is the glue that holds her family together, making every gathering richer and more memorable. Contrast that with families, where an elder's illness overshadows every moment. The anxiety of watching a loved one suffer, the sleepless nights worrying about their recovery, and the financial strain of medical costs can take a toll on everyone. By eating a balanced breakfast, waking up slowly, and caring for your bathroom routine, you're sparing your loved ones that burden. You're saying, I value you enough to be here at my best for as long as I can. Health is a legacy because it's an investment in shared moments, laughter around the dinner table, hugs at family reunions, stories told under the stars. It's about being present, not just physically, but emotionally, for the people who matter most. Beyond health, the values you live by are the most enduring gift you can give. In many cultures, including the traditions Hung grew up with, morality is the glue that binds families across generations. Elders are moral anchors, showing younger generations how to live with integrity, kindness, and respect. Morality isn't about grand gestures, it's in the small choices. It's choosing honesty when it's hard, showing patience in conflict, and giving without expecting anything in return. When you live this way, you teach your children and grandchildren that character is built through consistent, virtuous actions. I'm inspired by stories of grandparents who model these values. A grandfather who volunteers at a local food bank shows his grandkids the power of generosity. A grandmother who speaks kindly, even in disagreement, teaches patience. These lessons outlast any material wealth. They open doors, build trust, and create a family reputation that carries forward. Conversely, unethical behavior can cast a shadow. Dishonesty or selfishness can taint a family's name, closing opportunities for descendants. By living with integrity, you create a ripple effect, inspiring your family to contribute to a better world. Finally, one of the most empowering gifts you can give is teaching your family to earn an honest living. Money is important, but how it's earned matters more. An inheritance might provide short-term comfort, but without the skills to sustain it, it can foster entitlement or dependency. Teaching your children and grandchildren to work hard and ethically equips them with resilience, creativity, and self-worth. Encourage them to pursue part-time jobs, start small businesses, or learn a trade. These experiences teach problem-solving, adaptability, and the value of effort. Money earned through sweat and integrity carries a pride no inheritance can match. My uncle taught his kids to mow lawns as teenagers. They learned customer service, budgeting, and perseverance, skills that helped them build successful careers. Beyond earning, teach financial literacy, how to budget, save, and invest wisely. Show them that small, consistent efforts, like saving 10% of their income, can grow over time. This legacy of honest work and financial wisdom ensures your family thrives, not just financially, but in character. It's about shaping people who contribute to society, respect others' efforts, and live with purpose. Teaching honest work isn't always easy. There will be setbacks, failures, and disappointments. But these challenges are where growth happens. When your descendants face obstacles and overcome them, they build resilience, the kind that withstands life's toughest tests. They learn to adapt, think critically, and persist. This is the ultimate gift, the ability to rise above circumstances and create opportunities. By instilling these values, you're shaping the kind of people they'll become, individuals who not only succeed, but inspire others with their strength and integrity. Conclusion: a life worth living. Hung's tragic mourning is a call to action, a reminder that our daily choices hold the power to shape our health and our legacy. By avoiding strenuous activities on an empty stomach, getting up too quickly, and straining in the bathroom, you can protect your heart, brain, and independence. These small changes are acts of self-love, ensuring you have the energy and vitality to enjoy life's precious moments. But this story is about more than avoiding harm. It's about embracing a life of purpose and connection. Your health is a gift to your family, a way to be present for their joys and challenges. Your values, integrity, kindness, resilience, are the foundation of a legacy that transcends generations. And your lessons, how to work hard, live honestly, and manage wisely, equip your loved ones to thrive in an ever-changing world. As you reflect on Hung's story, think about your own mornings. What habits can you change to honor your body? What values can you share to inspire your family? And what lessons can you teach to ensure they build lives of dignity and purpose? These questions are the heart of a life well lived. They remind us that every morning is a chance to start anew, to care for ourselves, and to leave a mark that echoes through time. In the end, the greatest legacy isn't measured in wealth or possessions, but in the love, wisdom, and strength you pass on. It's about creating a family rooted in virtue, a community uplifted by your example, and a world made better by your choices. Hung's life, though cut short, teaches us to cherish our health, live with integrity, and give generously to those who follow. Let his story inspire you to make every morning a step toward a healthier, more meaningful life for yourself, your family, and generations yet to come.